Hey friends, you're watching M&J Games. This is Jasmine.
And I'm Michael.
And today we are touring the park Flora and Fauna by Sonomatic 14. The description of the park says that this is his final version of his first console park. It includes 6 coasters and also a log ride inside a volcano, an antique car ride entangled with another coaster, a steam train with 2 elaborate stations, and many other flat rides, and a beautiful restaurant at a high point in the park. The park has a nature theme with an emphasis on flora and fauna, and everything but the front station is custom built. The front station was built by NH99.
Alright, so let's get started looking at this park. Sorry for some of the quick camera movements there. You think you know how to work this camera well, and then it just jumps on you like that. So, first off, as we can see, I mean, just beautiful park right here. I mean, as we can see how it's lit up at night, the majority of this will probably look at night, just because of how well he's lit this up. I mean, really cool. What's your first impressions here?
I just love everything. Right, everything's right in your face, basically. He did a really good job with all the scenery, and this front entrance kind of reminds me of Disney World, obviously, with the castle. But this is so well done right here with the lights and the bushes and the flowers. It's very romantic looking, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's really awesome. That's my first thought too, was the entrance to Disney World. So as we see here, I believe this would be the entrance to the train, but we've got a coaster here on the right. It looks like gosh, what am I forgetting now? Why can't I speak? Looks like a hybrid coaster, like an RMC. So this one's called Rust Punk. This is actually going to be the line for this. Oh no, this is the area. Okay. Sorry, this is the area. I mean, as you can see, I like the little elevated stalls a little bit too. That's something different you don't see as much. And so it's, really heavily themed. A lot of elevation, which is nice.
Yeah, I really like how this coaster is going above the pathways, and if I was a guest in this park, it would make me want to go on that coaster because it's going over everything. So
yeah, and I mean you did a good job coloring it too, according to the name. So let's go ahead and ride this.
Gator wheels.
Let's go seat. I guess it doesn't really matter which seat. So I always get sometimes I'm like, should we ride in the car or do we want to go for a bumper? But let's look at some of the basic stats while we get started here. For anybody who wants to know, so it's a shorter ride, only 306 meters. Not top speed at all, so it looks like more probably family friendly. Biggest drop 10 meters, about 30 something feet. Not much on the G-force. 1 inversion. So I guess maybe as that inversion, it wouldn't technically be considered a family coaster, but definitely a smaller coaster,
Seems
but
like
it
a
looks
kiddie
awesome.
ride.
Yeah. All right, let's enjoy the ride. So I didn't even realize as we were leaving until now that
the station's
supposed to be a gator. Yeah, so that's really clever.
That's so cute. Go to the other part with the
gator mouth.
The mouth. Yeah. That is so
clever.
Cute. I love it.
I mean, it's hard sometimes with to make stuff like. I mean, this looks really good for what the game offers you and stuff. Looks pretty awesome. I mean, really good path interaction here. there's one area which I don't know why the game does this sometimes, where it's like this went right through the track. It's like, why would the game not just take that out, right? Like, obviously that's too close to the track, but I mean, you had a small space here to work with, and you just made it work perfectly. You know, especially those small little hills right there were really good. So really enjoyed that. Really good ride.
There's just so much detail here. I'm just like, how do you even begin to build this? Like, would you start with the ride first, or would you do the paths first? Like, there's just so much going on. Oh, and look, he has like the lamp poles going in where those go back. Yeah, the entrance to the queue. That's clever. I mean, I wouldn't think to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So let's just go up here. I think this is to the train, but I think this will give us a good view of the park. And who knows, I could be wrong. This could take us somewhere else, because this park is huge. Yeah, so this takes us to the train, I think. Yep. So, as he said, this is the one piece in the park that was not built by him. It's built by
NH99.
NH99_SVW, and so he's a really good, talented builder on the PlayStation 4. I mean, look at those views right there, babe. Look at that. That's really cool. So, I mean, just really well done with this park. I don't even know where to begin. Like, where do we go first? Do we go left or right?
Let's go that way.
Let's go left?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going left, and I mean, a lot of foliage, and so it looks like you did a lot of terrain work too to really make sure that, you know, you don't have a ton of like sight lines to the entire park, if you know what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of hills, a lot of ups and downs. Love this ride, and I love how you got that coaster in the background. So really cool. And then it looks like, is that a coaster right there, or is that the monorail? No, that's the track ride. So we'll definitely have to make sure and do that, because that was one thing, was I want to make sure and do not just the coasters, but make sure I don't forget any of the track rides or anything. So this is called Floral Flyer. Oh, this is a pretty area.
Yeah, this is really pretty. I'm actually working on a sandbox park that is going to be romantic, and this is giving me so much inspiration.
Yep. I guess that car ride starts from up there. That's really cool. So I was trying to make sure that I don't miss it. So Firehouse, okay. You know, if you were to ever, because you got 96%, if you were to ever go back and work on anything here, now that we actually have these chain link fences, that'd be great to go along the little edge here. Now that they give us actual good fences.
I can't believe this only is at 96%. Was this on a PS4 or is this a PS5?
Well, see, if it's PS5, we couldn't play it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so it's on a PS4. I'm amazed too, because I was in contact with them.
This is jam-packed.
And I asked him beforehand, I was like, did you use an exploit to get everything in this park? And he said, no, I still have 4% available. And I'm like, how in the world? He's got 6 coasters. So, I mean, this is look at this station. This is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like a cave.
Nice.
Really well done.
What is this coaster called?
This is the Star Loop Power Up. It's a power up coaster. Maple. So, let's wait for the train to get back in the station. While it's doing that, let's look at the stats to the ride. So track length 825 meters, max speed 57, biggest drop 27 meters. So nothing crazy, but looks like it's got a fairly good average speed for the size of it and stuff. So let's go ahead and ride the ride, and we will talk to you guys after. Jasmine loves those type of loops, by the way.
Yes, I do.
We're gonna apologize ahead of time too. If you hear cat noises in the background, this time of the night our cats get the zoomies, so we apologize. All right, so what are your thoughts about that one?
I liked it.
Yeah, so really cool
Aw.
ride. I mean, oh, that's really pretty from the
Yeah,
top, having all
that
the
is
bushes
really
and stuff.
pretty.
That's a really, really cool view and shot right there. Yeah, the only thing I would say would be to go back and move a couple of the trees a little bit, because there were some spots where the trees were hitting the track. I mean, if that's the worst you gotta say about a ride, then it is really well done. So really enjoyed it, and I love I think it was right here. No, it was another spot. I love those turns that are tight like that. But there's one spot where you did like I believe it was a 0G roll, but it was a stall for a little bit. Yeah, so it's like no, I can't remember. I can't find it. But basically, you went upside down on a 0G roll, but then before rolling back to upright, you had it stall for a little bit. So I thought that was really cool. So really pretty ride, really cool ride. It's my favorite so far, but that's because it's a little bit bigger of a coaster. Golly, there's so many. I guess that probably comes from.
I think that's the exit, maybe.
Yeah, that's the exit. Okay, I just want to make sure we're not missing anything. I try not keep these. I try not to have park tours too long, but sometimes you just got to make sure and cover everything. Jackal. Now I believe this is one. Let's turn to daytime, as I believe this is one that's looks better in the day. So there are a couple that he said looks better in the day, just from a lighting standpoint. Because it's a wooden coaster that kind of goes through the woods. So I like the queue, and I like how your queues kind of wind through a lot of stuff. Not that cattle pin queues are bad by any stretch, but I just think queues can be kind of really cool too, and it goes through woods and trees.
Yeah.
And then nice station building. I haven't really used the Adobe. I believe that's the Adobe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Adobe wall too much yet, but I know they're pretty good to use. So let's go ahead and hop on the train. So it's a wooden gnarler coaster. So if we look at the stats, look at the results. So back speed 400 miles per hour. So yeah, once again, not a tall coaster, but looks to be pretty fun. All right, I think that's my favorite one so far. What about you?
Yeah. Well, as we were looking at it, it seemed like a coaster I actually would want to ride when, like, in real life.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't seem like too scary, but still get your stomach a little bit. But I liked it.
Yeah, for sure. It looks awesome. So one thing too that when I was talking to him about some stuff is he kind of messes with the friction controls sometimes too. And I haven't really done too much with that, so I'm sure there are a lot of other people who are more knowledgeable than me on that.
What is that?
So from what he was telling me, basically, it's in the game. Frontier developed a friction system because in this game, the cars slow down faster than they actually would in real life, essentially. And so you can turn up the friction to make the trains run slower. Essentially, if, like, for instance, if your ride's too fast, you can turn up the friction and it'll slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Or if your ride's going too slow, you can turn it down, and essentially it speeds your ride up to make sure it can get through this track and stuff. But I'm not very knowledgeable on that idea, but that's just kind of what he was talking about. So, like I said, I totally am probably going to get lost somewhere in here. I'm just trying to make sure we're not missing anything. But this is amazing. So, antique cars, good. Let's go back to nighttime, because this one would be good at night. So we're about to ride the car ride. This is going to be exciting. let's ride the car ride. And look at the beautiful views of the park. That lady looks so happy driving the car. You know, normally with these type of rides, to me, like, I personally find these kind of rides tough sometimes because you just have to theme it so much. And the area where I'm the worst at is theming. But with how you've done your park already, it's like, it's already themed so much that you really didn't need to add much to it, you know? Like, you already have all the foliage and the great buildings and the viewpoints. Excuse me. Man, look at that over there. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta check out that restaurant he was talking about. And then how this coaster's lit up.
Yeah, I really like this purple one.
Yeah, I like how you have it going in the tunnels and stuff, and you have the coaster going right beside it. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, that's a nice view right there.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the Ferris wheel too, the coloring.
Yeah, you did a really good job there.
Is that the colors or is that just the lights?
It's probably the lights with how it looks like it's lit
It
up.
looks pink though.
Or that may be the coloring.
Probably both.
Yeah, I think it's coloring with lights in it. Really well done. Well, and I like too how you started the car ride kind of at the top of the hill. And so it's really cool. Yeah, our cat's going crazy right now.
Yeah, our cat that's usually the quiet one, he's like going crazy.
Wanting to walk on our computers and mess with everything. So.
Yeah, so I wonder with this, like, as he was building, so what would you build first? Would you build this top part first? Or would you build like that roller coaster first and then put this on top of it? And then like the lavender coaster is kind of going all over the place. Do you build that first? Like,
yeah,
I'd be really interested to know like what was the process with with planning all of this. Like, it's just so much detail. Like, I just don't even understand how you could even get to this point.
Yeah, so if you watch this, man, Jasmine, I would love to know, what did you create first here? Like, how did you, and I know it's in the comment section, so it's in as few words as possible, I guess, or easiest way to explain it, but just how did you kind of come up with this layout and what works? So really, really well done. Alright, so, like I said, I don't want to miss anything. So we've gone that way. Looks like this is the coaster. So it's called Sundew Spin. I think this is the one that's modeled after the looping coaster. Could be wrong about that, though. So I know I have that. Oh, nope. Never mind, that's not a coaster. So many people were in line for it, I just figured it's the coaster.
Which coaster are you trying to get to?
The purple one.
Oh.
And I gotta say, so when I've done like some of these park tours and stuff already, I mean, parks are big, but I feel like here on the console, you know, you don't have these massive parks where you just get lost. Okay, there's a carousel. Let's see the carousel. But this one, I feel like this is the first one that I'm truly like lost as I'm going around this park. Like, I have no idea where I'm at right now.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah. Really good job. Alright, so I just don't want to miss this.
How about we follow the train and see where the train goes?
It goes from underground.
Oh.
So, of question is, how do we get underground there? Well, we'll figure it out. If anything, we'll come to it at the end if I can't find a way. So there's the exit to the carousel.
Wait, where are those stairs going?
These stairs?
Yeah.
I guess we'll figure out. So looks like you got the monorail going there. So that's to... What's this up here? Like I said, I'm probably totally messing up how we're supposed to go and look at this place, but...
I think that's the restaurant.
I think...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the restaurant. Okay, so it's a really nice, up here at the top of the hill, really cool building. I mean, look at that. Let me zoom out so we can see this building. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. That is really well done.
That is, yeah. I really like the bell tower.
Yeah, the bell tower, that's probably the coolest part on there. Really cool. Is that a one piece? Okay, yeah, so that's the roof. Really, man, this is really cool. So I don't think the coaster's over here, but we haven't... Oh, this is coming from where we were in the beginning right here. Okay, so if we had gone right, we would have come here. And this is where we were at before. This takes us around another area.
He's literally playing with his tail.
Yeah. Cats sleep 16 hours out of the day, so why does he have to choose right now?
He's like rolling around on the ground playing with his tail.
Yeah, it's all good.
Near the computers.
Alright, so we're gonna go find this coaster. Sorry man, I can't find the entrance. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but we're gonna follow the we're gonna follow this area. Or not. I figured that would be where this station was. Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay.
Where was it at? Let me see if I just like... Okay, yeah, I don't know where I would have found this. But, cool building.
Wait, can we go back to like can we go back to where the people are coming and then come up?
Yeah. Gosh, sorry. I'm still not great with these cameras. Sometimes the cameras are a pain in the behind.
Okay, yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, we'll go through.
Okay.
Alright, so what do we buy? So there's the island time. We haven't seen that area yet. Okay, so I didn't walk by it. That's good. So I didn't miss it. Lavender.
Really pretty building.
Yeah, really cool building.
I love lavender plants. So this is really pretty.
Yep. So I'll try not hit any trees to mess up this walk. What's that helmet on that kid? And that kid. And that kid. And that kid. Everybody's got a helmet. Alright. Yeah, really cool. I really like that queue. That's probably my favorite queue that we've seen. So now, this station's really cool.
Yeah, really. How did he even do that? So those are like curved pieces?
Yeah, curved pieces.
Okay. Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So really
I really
cool.
like that.
So this is, looks like, oh, I accidentally clicked on the person. So it's a shuttle coaster. Let's see. Alright. So while we're waiting, let's look at these stats and the results. Track length, about 1,200 meters, max speed 58. So this one's a little bit higher than the other ones, but still not too high. It's about 100 feet with the largest drop. So we'll see you guys after the ride. Alright, so I believe that's the ride. Yep.
Okay, that's definitely my favorite out of all the coasters so far.
Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Honestly, I think it's really good, but I think like I love the other wooden coaster we rode, and then that yellow one over there too. So I think that's my third, and that's not meaning it's a bad ride at all. That just means that all the rides in the park are good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go this way because we haven't been over here yet. Island time. So let's go. Yeah, we got 2 more coasters to ride. I believe there's another flat ride. Oh gosh, right or left?
Right.
Let's go right this time, and let's see what this is. This is probably to the train station, would be my guess. But that's a really cool large station again.
Yeah.
So is this a train or is this a... Yeah. So this looks like it's just going to be the train that goes around the park. So let's go back up. Yeah, and everything's so like jam-packed, which is awesome too. Like you've really used so much space here. Oh, this is really cool. How you kind of carved out the... You kind of got the raised terrain around it. That's really cool. You don't see people do that too often. Looks like we got a log flume. So Volcano Falls, I think is what this ride would be. I'm interested to see this. Yeah, I would just probably move that tree a little bit. Just move it up a little bit. All right, yes, that's probably the only thing. There's a couple parts on some of the rides and different stuff where you just got to move a couple trees. Some of that's tedious, but you know. Yeah, I'm curious to see how you do this because I feel like log flumes and river rapids are just so hard to actually like theme, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's so much theming involved with it. So let's is that the beginning?
Can't tell where the beginning. There we go.
So it's gonna be this one right here. Alright, so I'll fast forward to the top of the chain.
Ooh, I like that part.
So you'd ride this.
Yeah.
She just doesn't like the big hills. Oh, that's kind of cool up there.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say kind of cool? That's really cool up there. Yeah, so I'll fast forward just a little bit for the sake of time. That's really cool how you did the waterfall and the rocks.
Yeah, that might be one of the best log flume rides I've seen so far.
Yeah, agreed. So this is kind of what we saw at the beginning. I was wondering what this is. Oh, those are toilets. So it's a big building for toilets, but it looks really cool. Yeah, really cool ride. Okay, so that's the exit. So we got 2 more coasters that we need to get to. It looks like we've kind of seen all the areas except what was over there? Do we see that?
That was the that other coaster, the lavender coaster.
Okay, so that was the station for it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try to find this coaster right here.
What? I think that's a coaster. Nerodia. Is that a coaster?
Looks like it. I like all the pirate hats that they have. Ooh, loop around. Alright, so we've got a B&M invert. So I always forget sometimes when I click on something to look at the building piece to eliminate that. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So, what are your thoughts?
Very nice. Nice ride. That's actually kind of perfect that it's a dangle foot coaster, just because it goes through a whole bunch of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that.
I like all this right here. You got a lot of track that intertwines,
Yeah,
which is really
and it
nice.
goes behind that waterfall, which is cool.
Yeah, and it kind of reminded me of, not that I've ever been on this ride because I've never been to this theme park, but I've seen POVs of Nemesis and stuff, and I know it's not the exact same, but it kind of reminds me of it where it's not that tall up, but your first hill's kind of using the terrain to kind of go around. So I know obviously that's not a perfect comparison, but that's just kind of what it reminded me of. That little barrel, I guess that's barrel roll technically, that's like half corkscrew. Was really cool right there, and you got a little bunny hill there at the end, which you don't see too much, and dangle foots, but when you do see them, it looks really cool. So we got one more ride, I believe, to look at. What's this right here?
I think that's that octopus ride.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. There's the octopus symbol, or rocktopus, or whatever they call it. I have no idea how to get to the last area.
What is it? Or to zoom out.
Yeah, let me see. It's over here. Okay, so I want to make sure, the reason why I'm zooming out now is I want to make sure that we've covered everything. Yeah, so that was that really cool station. Let's see. You got that. Oh, look at that. You got the kind of gears on the top spinning. That's really cool. So we've got this ride. Yep, so it looks like we've really covered everything. We just need to do this coaster right here. So this will be the last thing that we look at. Let me find the entrance to it. Prickly Pear. So I think this is another one that would be good with Go to Daytime, and we'll end after this ride and give you our final thoughts. So make sure to go into the workshop and download and rate
Fauna 14.
Yeah.
Flora and Fauna Park.
Yep, and look at the other creations. So, oh, it's a mine train. Okay, originally I thought it was. So we're gonna ride front bumper view on this one, just because with the actual train car, it's kind of hard to see. But originally, kind of at dark, it looked almost like another RMC type coaster. But I'm excited to see this one, if we ever get to go up the chain. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, there we go. And one thing I just noticed is it's called a mine train, and your station is made out of logs, essentially. So that's kind of cool. Cool concept and idea. Something different. I mean, literally you just have a lot of logs that make the station. So pretty cool. So let's kind of zoom out and look at the park at the daytime now that we are looking at it in the day. And what stood out to you, Jasmine?
Oops, sorry. I mean, the whole thing, really. I mean, I can't really. I honestly can't even pinpoint exactly what part's my favorite part, because the whole thing is so well done. I especially like the lavender ride, and yeah, I mean, just everything. There's nothing I can. There's no. Well, and that part, that cave. Which coaster was that? That was.
I forget what it was called, but.
Or maybe was that
Maple.
the Maple? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, those two are probably my favorite, but everything was absolutely amazing. So.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say this one's your favorite, because I don't know if you'd ride that in real life.
No, no, but it's so pretty, and I love lavender flowers.
Yeah.
Lavender plants. So.
I got you. Yeah, this wooden coaster, even though it's not large or a big coaster, that still is my favorite. I just love the layout. Looking at it from the top right there, really cool. Just kind of how you've got it all intertwined. I mean, the coloring with the park was awesome. You know, your building of the buildings
Water.
and stuff.
It looks like we're missing some water. Look at the hippos.
Oh yeah.
The hippos and the crocodiles are floating, but I think it's just we're missing some water.
This is all supposed to be water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Sorry if we did something by accident that messed up the look of your park, and this was supposed to be water.
Yeah, this is supposed to be water.
Sorry about that. That was not our intention if we accidentally did something. But thanks for pointing that out, because I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I mean, really cool park. I thought all the coasters were really good. You know, theming's really nice. You did a great job with making it seem like a park that you'd want to visit more at night and stuff. So just really good job. I mean, only thing I'd say is move some of the trees around. Other than that, really good job. So as always, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you really enjoy Planet Coaster stuff and Planet Coaster content. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day.